Hello, hello, hello. So I've just had a really interesting experience. I have been on the recipient side of people trying to go live in Zoom this week, and it has not been working. I have not had, and I haven't been to any Facebook Lives this week, and they've all said, go on to Zoom. That's what's happening to me. I just saw the new interface and everything for going live Zoom to Facebook. So I'm wondering if I could just go live on Facebook instead. I'm not sure, but hello, hello, hello. I'm so glad you guys are here with me on Zoom. So we're just going to go here, but I'm going to look into the different interface, but what it looked like my issue was, Amy Porterfield had the same issue yesterday, is that with the iOS update, everybody has to ask permission to do things. So Zoom and Facebook are not talking with each other right now. So Facebook is saying, hey, you don't have permission from me to go on to live via Zoom. And I'm saying, yes, I'm okay with that. So I accidentally just went live on my personal page. That's okay, but not on a group. So I just, all of a sudden I realized I'm on my personal page, and Amy Porterfield did the exact same thing yesterday. So if you guys go do this, make sure you practice before you do this. Come into a practice group to know how to go to Zoom to Facebook Live, because it has completely changed the process this last week. So I am not on Facebook. I'm so glad you guys are coming in here. So welcome, welcome, welcome. So we're going to be talking about mindset. And oh, Stephanie, I haven't seen you in so long. I'm so glad that you are here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we're going to talk a lot about mindset today. So she's saying, I know, it's been a while. But the main thing I want to talk about is how we can detox our thoughts to create the life, the business, the health coaching practice that we absolutely love. And I put a lot of importance in this with all my health coaching clients and with my students in Workshops Done Academy, because I have noticed that when we detox the thoughts and we are promoting the good thoughts, everything is easier. Right? So business decisions are easier. We're not having fear of making mistakes. We just go after our life. We go after our business. So that's why I put so much importance. And in Workshops Done Academy, we go through an 8-week detox of that junk food, right? It's that junk food in our brains, in the mind of what we're thinking. So I invite you, if you would like to go on a detox cleanse, I would love to hear feedback from you, because we can do this each week and here as well. But we need to challenge this negative thoughts, this negative self-talk, really. And because our lives will turn out radically different when we are speaking nicely to ourselves. And I know I have absolutely been the reason of why I haven't succeeded at times. I've gotten in my own way. And so when we detox these negative thoughts, it allows us to have these new neural pathways in our brain and relieves us of, these negative thoughts that can interfere with how we think, right? So I wish I could say that I'm blissful all the time. I would love to say that. I know that's not even achievable, but I work on it every day. And when I had my accident in 2012 with a traumatic brain injury, the biggest thing that I noticed beyond the headaches and the anxiety and the depression was my negative thoughts, is that I was 99% negative Nelly all the time, and I could not see my way out of it. And so that's when I started looking into holistic ways of meditation and yoga. And, I was feeding my body good foods for the first time in 40-some years. So we have to take an active role, because so often with what we do every day is we do it every day on autopilot. So that first step is about awareness. And so when we are paying attention and we're hearing, so like if you trip over a carpet and you say, oh, I'm so stupid, I can't believe I tripped over that carpet. That's negative talk. That's going to interfere with you growing your business and going big. Or you're saying, oh, what if I make a mistake on this live video? Well, then does that mean you're not going to do that live video? Or are you going to move forward without that fear of mistakes, and to say any mistake we make, it's a lesson for me to grow and how I can keep moving forward in my business. What I see in many health coaches, and I've seen this in myself, is that people get stuck and stopped. They just stop right where they are, and it's almost like this frozen period. And I remember my first time trying to get a PayPal button up, and I thought, oh, I can't do this. I don't know how to do this. And then I hired someone to do it, move me forward. But there was like 3 to 4 hours that I was like crying, and I thought I just cannot run my own business. So we need to do something to break free from this pattern that we may have. And maybe we don't even notice it, but there are definitely ways that we can develop new healthy ones. So when we detox our mind from these negative thoughts, it helps us to find that peace of mind, so we aren't staying stuck, so we can move forward and decisions are easier. Think about when we have that negative thought pattern, how hard is it to make a little decision? It's really hard. Or if we're overwhelmed because we have chatter going on, that's not a life of bliss either, that we're overwhelmed with too many things. So I just, I want to hear from you guys to say a yes or a no in the comments. But do you easily get frustrated? Do you feel like you may worry too much? Have you ever lost sleep with anxiety because you have this unhealthy need of perfectionism? Are there days when your thoughts, I have this one, when your thoughts are racing so fast that nothing can keep them in order? And so they mix into this chaotic mess of overwhelming emotions, right? So tasks seem unachievable because you have so much going on. So just give me a yes if you relate to any of those. If you feel like you have been your own worst enemy, or maybe you are your worst enemy now, then you absolutely, if you can relate to any of those, then this detox is for you. So we're going to talk about, just in the short time we have together, just a brief overview of breaking down and conquering that self-sabotage with actual steps to really create that life that you love. And so again, that first step is being aware and paying close attention to our thoughts. So think about, how do you feel about giving a webinar? How do you feel about giving a Facebook Live? How do you feel about being a leader as a wellness entrepreneur, as a wellness educator? So we need to be aware of these feelings, and then we lean into them, right? So often when we have these negative feelings, we ignore it. We maybe have an unhealthy behavior that we go with it. But we need to lean in. And so sometimes I will do like a brain dump, and you can do a brain dump in writing in a notebook or something, and just everything that you have going on. Or I will just sit and I will brain dump and think about all the different things I'm thinking about. And we're going to talk about some of the questions when you're brain dumping. What are some really healthy things to see and to say? But again, so many of us are living on autopilot, and we're not seeing the blind spots that give us that insight that we need to personally grow in our families, in our relationships, and also professionally. So, and again, I do mindset work with my health coaching clients just as much as my coaching, the health coaches that I work with. And so even though we're health coaches and we know how important our thoughts are, we are aware, it's something that we need to pay attention to every day and all day. So think about, are your thoughts holding you back in your business? Are they negative? Or like, are you subconsciously putting yourself into these mental traps that maybe make you feel anxious and insecure? I know for myself, I need to block time away for certain tasks, and that helps me stay focused on, this is what I'm doing this hour, and that's the only thing I'm doing. So otherwise, if I'm going from one tab to the next on my computer, it's overwhelming. So think about, what are you doing that maybe is a trap that you continually do, but you're not really doing anything about? Or do you feel that you are positive in your thoughts, and these thoughts are helping you move forward with confidence to grow your health coaching practice. So we all know, right? We're the only ones that can create our own experience. It's not your husband's fault. It's not your kids, not the neighbors, not your parents, right? It all starts with us. It doesn't matter what has happened in the past. It's now, it's today, and this is our choice. So when we change our thoughts, right, we change our business and our life because we change the way we're looking at things. So we need to quit these negative thoughts and discover and really create that life we've always wanted. So again, I wish I could say my mind was always blissful in a blissful place. I work on my mindset every single day. If I didn't, I wouldn't get my work done. And on Sunday, I had a really hard day. I was crying, I felt sad, and I've had these negative emotions. I just haven't been in my positive vibe that I normally have for the last couple of weeks. And, you know, for me, I really absorb the news and I absorb other people's feelings. And I've been really into the Derek Chauvin trial, and I live in Minneapolis, so I went down to the George Floyd Square on Saturday. And so and then with Dante Wright, all the things that have been happening. And then my daughter, you know, we're talking about college, and I didn't think she was making the right decision, but I have to respect that. Which, by the way, now she's kind of going towards this other way of staying in the United States. So, but, you know, sometimes we just need to lean in and cry and understand, what is it that I've been doing? And I thought, oh gosh, I know that I get negative when I watch the news too much. And there's a way that we can still be aware and we can still be involved, but not so much into it that it affects, you know, what's happening with your vibe to keep ourselves, you know, to keep ourselves positive. So, you know, I definitely, when I talk about mindset with my clients, I talk about my own struggles and what resources I do to help myself stay focused and calm, because I knew that I needed a reset. And so guess what I did Sunday night? I went for a walk. I went to a yoga class, which I've only really been practicing at home. I've only gone twice before, went to a 75-minute, you know, candlelight one. And I took some time by myself to just calm my crazy mind down, right? I just believe I'm always going to be a work in progress. It's one day at a time, forever. So the questions I want you to ask yourself when you hear these negative thoughts is either write it down or think about it, but are you telling yourself a limiting story that is stopping you from growing your business? Are you telling yourself any false stories? Or we need to think about these stories in, oh, I'm not good enough. I don't know enough. I don't know how to market. I'm not good at computer skills to run a business. What are you telling yourself that is stopping you from growing your business? And then we need to say, and if anyone's familiar with Byron Katie, you can go more into this with her. She calls it the work. But we also need to ask ourselves, are these beliefs true or accurate? Because so often we believe them true because they're our thoughts, right? How could we lie to ourselves? But our ego and our thoughts, they are just thoughts. That's all they are. And we can observe them without any judgment and be aware and let them go on. And to say, do I know enough? Yeah, I do. You know, I'm not the world's expert on anything. But yeah, I do know enough to coach my clients. I do know enough to talk to people with workshops about crowding out their sugar cravings with water and with vegetables and adding sweet vegetables for sweetness and all the different practical tips that they can do. And so when we think about these negative thoughts of maybe not knowing enough or not being good enough, you know, how are these limiting thoughts serving you? So sometimes we think we're being harmless because, oh, we're not affecting anyone else. We're just having these feelings internally. But are these serving you? Because if they're keeping you stuck where you are, then we're not going to make that impact in the world. We're not going to make the impact in our community with more coaching clients. We're not going to go big into our life with our business. So to think about, how would your business, how would your health coaching practice be different if you didn't have that one limiting thought or those limiting thoughts? How do they help or how do they hurt you to find your future clients? So again, how would it be different if you just believed in yourself? If you believed that, yes, I'm an inspirational speaker. I expand myself with love and success, and I inspire others to do the same, saying statements that open you up instead of contracting. So we have to think about what it is that we're saying to ourselves that are making us stop us in our tracks. And so if we have these limiting beliefs, we need to reframe these limiting beliefs into positive affirmations. And I like to write them down. The first step, say these affirmations at least once a day, because I like to say them multiple times a day. But, you know, I had an affirmation back in 2015 that said, I'm worth loving. And I still look at that one today and I think, oh my goodness, I can't believe I ever felt like I wasn't, right? So when we first start saying something, we might feel like it feels fake, but we just start to believe it. And we're starting to retrain and create new neural pathways. So think about what affirmations you like to say. How are you going to implement them? I like to put them on note cards, put them in the bathroom, in the closet. I have some in my office here. My passwords are even creative with things. So think about what would be the best way for you. You know, do you want to have them on your phone, in your car? Do you want Alexa to say them in the morning? But some of my favorite affirmations, and as I say these, I want you to maybe even close your eyes and just think about them. But just to, you know, some of them that I like are to say, like, I know enough. I am enough. I believe in my ability to change the world with the work that I do. I see myself as a gift to my people, community, and nation. I believe in myself 100%. I'm excited about new opportunities. I'm connected to an unlimited source of abundance. I love taking action. I feel courageous and exhilarated by taking action. And I build extreme momentum and prosperity when taking action. I play a significant role in my career success. I make decisions with confidence and ease. As I become more and more successful, I help more and more people. I am successful because I know what I want and I go for it. So I expand in abundance. This is the one I say every day, multiple times a day. I expand in abundance, in health, love, and success every day as I inspire others to do the same around me. I'm an inspirational speaker. Last one. I continuously attract opportunities that create money. So I want to hear from you guys. What is your affirmation? What is something that you feel like would help you? Is it I'm an inspirational speaker? Is it I am enough? I have nothing to prove to anyone. But it helps when we can write it down, we can share it. Yeah, so I'm just coming to the chat now. Lots of yeses with the overwhelm. Yeah, lots of overwhelm. I know it's what I have. Okay, Stephanie says, I know it's what I have been purposed to do, but can't get out of my own way. Yeah, so Stephanie, I hear you, I see you, and I feel like I am you. So I think this is a very normal thing that we know what our purpose is, but we get in our own freaking way. And that's why I say it's so important not to just do this every day, but to do it all day, every day. and to be aware and to challenge these thoughts and to actually work it through the cleanse. Now, Stephanie, we just started the spring class for Workshops Done Academy, and I would love for you to actually do it with us, because we're going to be doing the 8-week mental detox cleanse together. So come in and join us there, because I don't want anyone to stay stuck. Norma's saying, I love the brain dump idea. In my tabooing session, I did a tap and bitch. Oh, I like that, to release all types of negative thoughts. Tapping session. Okay, I get what you're saying now. I thought, oh, maybe it's something new. But she said maybe it was the effect on the full moon, which was on Monday, that was making you sad. That's exactly what I said, Norma. I was saying to Mark, I said, I said, the full moon always affects me, that I just felt sad, but also going to George Floyd Square was a lot of emotions for me, and for like Shannon was crying, so there was just a lot. So affirmations, money flows freely and easily from all different sources. I love that, Norma. Money flows freely and easily from all different sources. Lauren says, I am limitless. On my chalkboard and on a reminder on my phone that says, abundance flows freely and easily through me now. Abundance flows freely and easily through me now. I am limitless. That sounds wonderful. And Stephanie, yeah, I will definitely send you the link. Okay, let me just see. I have some messages that just came through me just personally. I am open to success. Yes, Jenny, I love that one. I am open to success. Okay, what else? Okay, my actions create prosperity. Yes, absolutely. We need to make that action. And I always feel more confident when we have that action as well. So I love that. So thank you so much. And so I will send, Stephanie, I will send you the link, and just let me know, because I think I've been emailing to you, but maybe you haven't been getting those. So that could be something there. So when I first started, just for those of you that came in late, just to let you know, Facebook Live was not working for me to stream in there. So thank you for coming over here, and I will post this in the Facebook group. So if you are planning a Facebook Live via Zoom in the next week or two, definitely go into practice first. Everything has changed, and there's something that I'm going to need to change with my permissions, because Zoom and Facebook were not talking. So I was able to go live accidentally on my personal page, but it would not let me go live in my own group. So there's some things that need to be changed in the background, and it's probably because we just had this iOS update about privacy settings. So I've been on other tried to be on other Facebook Lives yesterday, and nothing was working. Let's see. Stephanie said things went really wrong with virtual Bible studies last night, and that must be why. Norma says Facebook was working. Oh, you did see me there? Maybe it was a glitch on Zoom. So I wonder, Norma, if you saw me on my personal page, or if you saw me in the Facebook group. I would love to know. But I thought, oh my goodness, it was just all different, and it kept saying, you are not allowed to go live in that group. And it was like the title was wrong. And so I kept trying different titles. The Facebook group. Okay. So maybe the glitch is that it's just not saying that we're streaming anymore, and it was going. So that is interesting. Okay, so thanks for the feedback. But thanks you guys so much. So next Wednesday, again, same time every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern time, noon Pacific time. I'm here talking for about 20 minutes. So let me know what topics you would like to do. If you want to do more mindset for like the next 4 weeks, we can do mindset and really conquer this together. But I am here to serve you. So you guys let me know what is best. Hello, Mindy. Hello, Renee. I see more and more people coming in, or that I see their names now. But thank you guys so much. Yes, take care. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye, everybody.